Good evening. I've got 6 o'clock. Mr. McLean, are you ready to go on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. We are on the record.
Thank you. I call matter number 21-02182 in the matter of the Commission's broadband study and mapping pursuant to the Broadband Connectivity Act. Good evening and welcome. We're here today for a public statement hearing that was noticed on January 26, 2022. This public statement hearing concerns the Public Service Commission's study and mapping of broadband service, which means high-speed internet service. In a minute, we'll have a presentation from Department of Public Service staff about this study and what we're looking to learn from the public. The public statement hearings held today, one earlier at 1 o'clock, this one and 2 more tomorrow at the same time as 1 and 6 are intended for public input into the study. My name is Greg Sayre. I am an administrative law judge for the Department of Public Service. I'm responsible for presiding over the hearings in this case and any legal procedural issues that might arise. This matter is currently before the Public Service Commission, and the study is being conducted by the Department of Public Service staff. The commission consists of 7 members, and we are honored to have one of the commissioners online with us today, Commissioner John Majori. Commissioner Majori, would you like to make some remarks?
Thank you, Judge Sayre. I appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. I am here to listen. I think this is my 6th public statement hearing on this issue, and I have found the comments that I've heard thus far to be very interesting and useful for me before I have to make any kind of decision as a commissioner. But you won't be hearing from me tonight. I'm here to hear from you if you're here to participate. And if you are, then I just want to express my appreciation for you taking the time to do so. Thank you, Judge Sayre.
Thank you, Commissioner Majori. Before we get into the details of the study, I want to explain the other ways the public can comment in this matter other than by speaking at these public statement hearings. If you did not pre-register to speak at one of the hearings, but you would like your views included in the record, there are a variety of other ways to comment that were listed in the public notice for these hearings. For those of you on the internet or with computer access, we're showing a slide with the other ways to comment. And all of the details are in the January 26th public notice for today's event. You can comment by submitting comments on the department's website, or by email, or by regular mail, or by phone. And staff will explain in a minute how you can participate by completing our broadband assessment study and our speed test. Regardless of how the comments are submitted, they will be given equal consideration. Comments may be submitted and will be considered throughout the pendency of this proceeding. However, and you'll be hearing this date again from us a few times this evening, because this study needs to be done in a timely way, we really need your input by March 18th. Valerie Galasso of the Department of Public Service staff has recorded a brief presentation explaining the study and the kinds of information we're hoping to get from the public. I yield the floor to staff.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for this important public statement hearing on the issue of broadband mapping. My name is Valerie Galasso, and I am the Chief of Public Policy in the Office of Telecommunications at the Department of Public Service. I'd like to kick us off today by sharing some background on our new broadband assessment program, which focuses on the study of high-speed broadband infrastructure in New York State. In April of last year, the legislature passed the Comprehensive Broadband Connectivity Act of 2021. This bill allowed the Department of Public Service to create the Broadband Assessment Program, a program now housed within the agency's Office of Telecommunications. The program, whose work will be updated annually, will release this spring New York's first ever in-depth interactive broadband map detailing the availability and reliability of high-speed broadband infrastructure statewide. We are committed to making this program something that can be used by everyone, but we need your input in order to understand what's happening in your communities. I'd like to tell you a little bit about what mapping broadband looks like and how we're conducting our research. Mapping broadband infrastructure is no small task. That's why we're using a 3-pronged approach. First, we're using internet service provider data to help us assess gaps statewide. Second, we're conducting field verification of high-speed infrastructure in the most remote places in New York State. And third, we're hearing straight from the consumer via our broadband assessment survey and through our series of public statement hearings. Some of you are probably wondering what we're hoping to learn from today. We want to hear about your internet accessibility barriers writ large. Among other topics, we're interested in hearing from those of you who are dealing with the following. You lack internet service entirely. Internet is unaffordable to you. You lack ISP competition in your area. And finally, you don't feel like you're getting the speeds that you pay for. Lastly, we have two calls to action. First, we are asking everyone to take our broadband assessment and speed test by March 18th, 2022. You can visit www.empirestateBroadband.com from a home computer, laptop, mobile device, or while visiting a public Wi-Fi location. If you're unable to take the survey due to lack of connectivity, you can call our toll-free broadband assessment line at 1-855-NY-BB-MAP. That's 1-855-692-2627. For those of you who have already completed the survey, thank you. We are proud to report to date, we have had more than 17,000 households and businesses from every corner of the state complete this survey, and this number continues to grow. Our final call to action, we want to make every eligible New Yorker aware about the FCC's new Affordable Connectivity Program, also known as the ACP. This program provides discounts up to $30 a month toward internet service. Please visit www.fcc.gov/ACP or call 877-384-2575 for more information and to sign up. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Galasso and DPS staff. Now I'll explain the process that will follow today for any statements. The purpose of our hearing is to provide you with an opportunity to tell the Commission your thoughts on the issues in this proceeding. The statements you make today will become part of the case record. We have a court reporter joining us who will prepare a transcript of the hearing, which will be included in the official record of this proceeding, so that your comments can be considered by members of the Commission. When it is ready, the transcript will be available for view on the Department of Public Service website. This hearing is also being live streamed on the internet. This hearing is not an evidentiary hearing with cross-examination or a question and answer session, but is a forum to hear comments from you. If you have registered to make a statement, and at the moment we have no pre-registrations for this particular hearing, so if you speak, we're asking that you please summarize lengthy written statements orally and submit the full written statement by email or mail out of consideration for anyone else who may be waiting to speak. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we're holding this public statement hearing virtually. Normally, if this were an in-person public statement hearing, people would be allowed to sign up to make statements as they come into the hearing and as long as the hearing is going on. In this hearing, we cannot easily identify people as they get on the line to listen to the hearing. So as a result, as we stated in the notice of this public statement hearing, we ask people to pre-register if they wish to make a public statement at today's hearing. We will, however, provide an opportunity for people who have not pre-registered to make statements. Ms. Vega, am I correct that we don't have anyone signed up in advance to make a statement?
You are correct, Judge, and no one has raised their hand at the moment.
Well, let's go into that. I want to give people who did not register in advance an opportunity to speak if they'd like to make a statement. I'll start with people who are participating electronically. You'll need to find an icon on your screen that looks a little like a hand. You can see the slide on your screen right now if you're on the computer. You might have to move your cursor around to make it appear toward the lower right of the screen. Click on that and we will find you in the participant list, call your name, unmute you, and you can go ahead and make your statement. And then when you're finished making your statement, please click on that hand again to unraise your hand. So anyone on a computer with the ability to hit that raise hand icon, please click on that now if you'd like to make a statement.
Judge, we have no raised hands.
Next, I'll go to people who are participating by telephone who would like to speak. If you wish to speak at this hearing, please press *3 now on your telephone.
We have one speaker. Speaker, you've been unmuted.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Hi, this is Elaine Hopper. I live on in the Belmont in the town of Feller, and I work from home. I'm a retired BOCES employee, and so I consult for them for BOCES in school districts across New York State for the E-rate program. So right now, I'm trying to do WebEx meetings for bid evaluations for school districts so that they can get communications equipment and telecommunication services. And because of my internet service, I usually can't use video. I can only use audio. So it's really impacting my ability to help school districts and BOCES in New York State. And the only internet access we can get up here is Hughes Internet, the satellite, which doesn't work very good. I do have a hotspot from BOCES that I use that helps. But for our own home internet that I try and use most of the time, the satellite does not work well.
Thank you very much. Does that complete your statement?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate your comments, and I'm sorry that we missed you on the 1 o'clock this afternoon. I think you were registered then. If you could hit *3 again on your phone, that'll unraise your hand. And anyone else who would like to speak who is on the telephone, please hit *3 now.
Judge, I do not see any raised hands.
It's a little bit early to conclude this hearing with only one speaker, so let's go off the record for about 5 minutes and see if anyone else calls in, and I'll make one last call for speakers.
We are off the record, Your Honor.